Hi guys, how's it going? I am Louis, the Average Guy 1983. Today's video is going to be a little weird one. It's just a small test that I'm doing with my Insta360 Ace Pros. I decided to take one of them because both of them were doing the same thing. I was getting some overexposure with these on the InMotion RS video that I did, and I wasn't sure what the hell happened, why it was doing that, even though I had everything to auto. And I ended up putting an ND8 filter, which is this one here. It has a Freewell ND filter, which is part of a kit that comes here from Insta360. So I have that on this thing as the main camera, and this one here is just as an extra for the back of my camera with the motor loop backpack to be attached, just to be able to get a better, more stabilized footage and license plate numbers, as well as the, you know, for like the mirror dash cam thing that I have installed, since that one's still kind of shaky. But with that said, the reason why I'm making this video is to respond to Insta360 on whether the information that they gave me worked. I had to do a factory reset on both these Ace Pros because they were giving me issues. So with the overexposure part, so they seem to fix the problem. There is still some slight overexposure, so I had to put the ND8 filter on to reduce that. It seemed to work, so I'm testing it out on this video to see how it looks, and we're also testing out the update on the GPS preview remote to make sure that it doesn't look all weird and shaky like it was on the RS video, where the GPS miles per hour thing was all out of whack. So hopefully it works better now that it's been updated, and we'll see what the GT1 information gives us. GT1 claims to do 37 miles an hour. We're gonna see what the GPS information actually says. So let's get started with this video. Okay, we're doing a quick test with the GPS on. You can see that I have it right there, pointing right here. I have 2 bars out of 3, and we have a fully charged GT1. And what we're going to be doing is doing a quick test to see how the GPS works with the scooter, and see how accurate the miles per hour is. And on top of that, we're also going to see if we have any weird discoloration on the exposure value on this scooter, and go from there. So hopefully this works out. I have everything set at auto right now on the Ace Pro. So I have the white balance at auto, I have the exposure value at 0. I do have an ND8 filter on, so I hope that the video quality looks as clear as it possibly can. So with that said, let me put my helmet down, or shell wind noise thingy down, and let's get going. Here we go. And we are in race mode. Scooter's a lot slower than the InMotion RS, but still feels nice and stable though. And it feels heavier than the RS for some strange reason. But on these mirrors that I have on, I can see everything, which is nice. Now the display says 37. I'm not sure if that really was 37 right now or not. It's kind of hard to do that on a residential street because this bus is also going kind of slow. And again, this is just a quick test to see how the video looks. Make sure nothing looks overexposed. and that everything looks good. And again, I'm being as careful as I can because there's a lot of construction going on in this area. And the last time I had my accident, I slipped over loose gravel that I couldn't even see on the ground as I was riding. So that was unfortunate. Use a turn signal to make a right turn. And go, and there is some loose gravel here that I just spotted. So let's go ahead and also turn here where there's lighter gravel. This is usually the type of gravel that's on a regular street, and it's a little too on the light side and gets overexposed by the Ace Pro camera. There we go. And there we go. Hopefully that was a good test, and everything worked out. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of here. We might see some flickering on the display. Unfortunately, it can't be helped. If the issue with the display has to be flickering, I already have the anti-flicker set to 60 Hertz. I tried 50 Hertz, I tried auto, I tried 4K 30, 4K 60, it still does it. So as long as it doesn't mess around with the color of the video, when it comes to the overall footage, I'm okay with the flickering issue on the display, and we can try to depend completely on this GPS preview remote. And again, we are at 2 bars out of 3 when it comes to the signal strength. Let's go ahead and stop the video here, and that's the end of my test. Alrighty guys, so what did you guys think of this little test? I hope Insta360 chimes in. They're probably not going to, because they're a huge company and I'm just a tiny little YouTuber with no importance of them. But anyways, it seems like both Ace Pros have this issue with overexposure solved, and that's a good thing, but you still have to use ND filters to solve that problem. I just find it interesting that I had to do a factory reset after I did the firmware update on it in order for it to go back to what it used to look like when I first got it. So I don't know, but I still have to keep this ND8 filter on, because if I take it off, you can see a little too much exposure on the floors of the streets, and I'm not sure why it does that. This thing only goes so low when it comes to its lighting output. So I mean, I guess it is what it is. I don't mind buying another set of ND8 filters for the other Ace Pro to make sure that, you know, I have a kit extra for it. I mean, I have ND8 filters for my GoPro Hero 10. The difference is that I can't use them now that I'm using that wide angle lens thing. So other than that, I think the video footage came out pretty good. It did come out a little bit darker than what I was expecting it to come out of, but it's because of the whole ND8 filter. It's like wearing sunglasses on your lens, and it has like 4 stops, I believe. So those 4 stops allowed the Ace Pro to not do any weird flickering thing on the LCD display of the GT1, because I was having that problem too, where the GT1's display was just going crazy and I couldn't figure out why it was doing that. But it solved it with the ND8 filter, so I'm happy about that. The CP filter did nothing to try to control that either. So CP filter, I guess because of how bright it's been too, it's not that great. So ND8 is the way to go. I am gonna have to buy another kit like I said earlier, so I'm gonna get another one for the second Ace Pro. But regarding the GPS now, the GPS seems to be working now and I'm happy about it. I noticed that on the GT1 it said 37 miles per hour on the display, but on the GPS remote, it said 34 miles an hour, and also on my cell phone where I had some GPS information from Google, it said 34.5 miles per hour. So I'm thinking that it's safe to say that the GT1 really does 34 miles per hour and not 37 as is advertised. So just know that, guys, that's pretty much what it does. I will be doing a range test on the GT1 in eco mode and a range test in sport mode, which I have set to 30 miles an hour, and then a range test in race mode, which goes up to 37 miles an hour at max speed. And obviously race mode is the best way to go because that unlocks the full potential of the scooter, including the torque. And if you go, you know, up some kind of inclines, you're going to need that extra torque. So it's better just to leave it there. However, know that it will give you a whole lot less range. I won't find out exactly how much because, like I've said before, I ran a couple of short errands on it and I've always been using it in race mode because of the fact that I need the extra torque. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video here. So if Insta360, if you watch this video, just know that it did pretty much solve the problem with the issue with the overexposure, but I still had to use an ND8 filter to make sure that it stays that way and that it just doesn't randomly go from good lighting to overexposed lighting. So I'm not sure if it's just an issue with mine, but I'm stuck with them already. I can't return them or exchange them for another one, but that's it for now. So other than that, keep an eye out for the next video. I'm hoping to be able to do a video for you guys of the repair of the tire for the RS. So that'll be, I guess, the next video. I was hoping it would be more GT1 stuff, but I gotta wait, man. I have some personal reasons as to why I can't really be writing it right now. So with that said, I'll leave you guys. Comment down below your thoughts on the footage and what you guys think that the Ace Pro looks like. Again, I recorded in 4K 60 with the bitrate set to high and the sharpness set to medium, and everything was set to pretty much auto. So the exposure value was at 0, the white balance was in auto. So that's pretty much the only settings you can change when you have it in auto mode. So with that said, that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, comment down below, give me you guys' opinion on what you guys think of the footage, and we'll go from there. Peace for now.